Alright, y'all. We are live on this beautiful... What day is today? Is it a Monday? It's a Monday. We are live, guys. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And guys, Bitcoin right now, I'm in a little long trade from the setup we gave this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Shout out to Trader Geo, bro. I'm sorry for pumping Bitcoin on your short, bro. Alright, man. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know. Okay? But, yeah, Bitcoin's pumping because this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we gave the long setup from taking out the level of 51,780 with the reclaim up to 52,128. And take profit one has just been hit to the dang dollar. Literally to the dang dollar. And now, honestly, guys, here's how I'm looking at this trade. It's just a scalp. It could turn into more than a scalp, but this was the move I was looking for. This is the move we got so far. So, yeah, this is... I'm not going to get my hopes up on this one, guys. I'm not going to get my hopes up on this one. Alright, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Who we got in the house right now. A huge shout out to Preparing for War. What is going on, Preparing for War? Shout out to Crypto Tracer. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to 70, followed by a free fall to 72. Oh my goodness. A free fall to 27. Not 72. I got a little bit Lex Dixia coming up in here. Alright. 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 Shout out to J-Boy Bullish up in the chat, my man. What is going on? Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Diamond Hands Daryl. What is going on, Diamond Hands Daryl? God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes within the first 30 minutes of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. And a huge shout out to the sponsors of the channel. First of all, MEXC, the best deal on fees in the game. Links in the description. Right now, 0%. Limit order fees, 0.01%. Market order fees, great for scalping the low time frames. I'm also trading on ZOOMEX. Shout out to ZOOMEX. Alright, and this long trade as well is one of the long setups that we gave in the Casper Crew. I even gave this trade setup for free on Friday's live stream. If you were here in the live stream and you saw me give this level and you took the trade, shout out to you because you are printing money right now. Trading on ZOOMEX, trading on MEXC, trading on BingX. Also, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord where we give the juicy trade setups, like the juicy long trade that we are currently in right now, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP Discord. If you want to check out the courses on the educational page, we got a whole bunch of courses over here to fast track your learning. If you join the Casper Crew, not only do we give our setups and do multiple live streams a day, but you also got a complete beginner's course in there to not get totally wrecked. Learn some basic trading strategies, learn some good risk management so that you yourself can find juicy trade entries like this one that we are in right now, man. Okay? Also, guys, a huge shout out to Market Cypher, the indicator that I use primarily. Shout out to CryptoFace, shout out to Nick Cypher, shout out to Trader Geo. Shout out to all my other crypto YouTubers out there, guys. Putting in the grind. Tom Crown, Frankie Candles. I can never think of people, but you, Traders Reality, Tino from Traders Reality, and all the other guys out there, Evan Aldo, all the guys putting in the grind. Shout out to Straightway Life. He's surprised I didn't short the breakdown. Well, I am in a short trade as well. I'm also in a short trade from this area, my friend, Straightway Life. I let everybody know in my Discord that I am also short. Alright, let's see who else we got in the chat. Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to AV. Shout out to Crypto Rancher, who says grinders. And a huge shout out to Space Lord Win Pepe Moon. Shout out to D Lee Crypto. Shout out to David Anderson. He joined the Casper Crew yesterday, 2 trades so far and killed it. That's what's up, my man. Shout out to The Fish. Dogecoin going fast. Yeah, we might get a little bit of a pump here, guys. Smash up the likes. We got about 800 people in here, 200 likes. Once again, if we can get 1,000 likes during the first half hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. What leverage do I use typically? I don't even know. I don't have a typical leverage. Anywhere between 7x and 67x. Shout out to AVM. What is going on, AV? Shout out to Giles. What is going on? Yes. So, guys, here's the deal. All right. I did, in fact, take a short trade yesterday. I took a short trade yesterday. All right. Yesterday, I let everybody know that I was short. Where did I do that? Yeah, I'm short from right here, okay? I gave everybody the update yesterday, let everybody know exactly why I was shorting, what I was looking for. I am still, in fact, holding the short trade. That short trade may get stopped out, and here's the deal, okay? That short trade very well may get stopped out. Let's check it out. Hang on. Boom. All right, short trade may get stopped out. Why did I take the short trade yesterday? First of all, I'm still in the short, as you can see. Short is still open. Here's the deal, guys. I have taken a short trade on Bitcoin as a hedge, right? Yesterday, I let everybody know that I was shorting this area. I laddered in 2 different entries here to build a short in this area. The reason being is because Bitcoin did make a very bearish looking top. We then changed market structure. We made a lower low, and then we made a lower high right into the Fibonacci golden pocket zone, okay? If my short trade gets stopped out, okay, if it gets stopped out, I will be losing $2,000, give or take, okay? $2,000, give or take. Now, the reason I do not care, and the reason I'm comfortable holding this short right now, is because I am treating this as insurance. I'm paying a fee to ensure that if price does dump from here, I am not going to be left out, because as you can see, I have multiple long trades open on Bitcoin, okay? I've got $125,000 long on Bitcoin right now. I've realized $38,000, still have $14,000 in the trade. All right, I'm in another long on Bitcoin over here, another $100,000 Bitcoin long over here, okay? I've realized quite a bit of profits on here too. I don't even know the exact amount, because you can't see it on ZOOMEX doesn't show you the exact amount, all right? But you got to count up, right? I don't know. But I've realized lots of profits on this, and I just opened up the new long as well with another $200,000 on Bitcoin. So overall, almost $500,000 Bitcoin long. I don't want to be unexposed if Bitcoin starts to dump. Okay, so if the Bitcoin price does start to dump, I will be not... Basically, I will still be having my unrealized profits. I won't be losing my unrealized profits, okay? Which is why I am in this Bitcoin short trade, okay? The long trade right now that I am currently in, this fresh long that we just entered right here, this is the long trade that we gave in the Casper crew this morning. Just dip below the level and boom, TP1 hit to the dang dollar. Shout out to the Casper crew. All right, if you are in the Casper crew, man, I usually don't tell people when I'm taking trades, but I told you I was short from here. You could have taken that juicy profit. I did not take any profits. Gave the long setup from right here, hit the TP1 to the perfectness. Let's see what happens. We're going to be getting into some TA here, okay? But at the end of the day, if my short trade gets stopped out right now, I personally, I know Trader Geo's bearish. I am personally bullish still on Bitcoin. I'm still looking for higher targets. Okay, so if I have to pay a $2,000 fee on this trade, I do not care, because I am in massive profits. All right, I'm in massive profits. So if I have to pay $2,000, I'm still up on this one account over 30K for the month, on other accounts even more so. I do not care paying this fee because of what I see right now on the market. So we're going to be getting into this juicy price action. Make sure to like the stream, guys, because if we can get 1,000 likes within the next 15 minutes, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT, baby. How do I switch between accounts so fast? I have multiple I have multiple browsers open. All right, so huge shout out to the Casper crew, guys, taking the long trade. We are currently right now breaking above key. This was our TP1, the value area low of the range. Next target, guys, if we can hold above this level right here, 42,123, we're gonna get sucked up to 52,400. Now, before we get into the local stuff, all right, before we get into the lower time frames, we have to take a look at the macro here. All right, we got to take a look at the macro here. All right, so let's head on over to a higher time frame. Let's remove everything and let's start on the weekly. Now, the weekly time frame, in my opinion, is still looking kind of bullish, looking like there's more movement to the upside. Now, the number one reason why I still remain bullish on Bitcoin in the short term is because when we look at the range, we are closer to the top of the range than we are to the high volume node of the range, which basically means the probabilities still say, as long as we are holding above $47,300, the chances are higher than not that we will come up to this area. All right. So for me, because I am right now using these very high term time frame levels, I say, you know what, I'm still gonna have my target be up here because this is where the probabilities say Bitcoin is going to go. Weekly money flow still looks like we could get some more upside. Weekly momentum wave still looks like we could get some more upside. Now let's go down to these lower time frames. Let's start in the 2-day. How's the 2-day looking? Well, if we're going to be objective here, the 2-day money flow is coming down. And we also see that the momentum waves are getting lower over time. But we can also see that this is a little bit reluctant to print that red dot. So what does this mean? Is it too far out of the question, guys, to believe that the Bitcoin price can't get one more push to the upside here? All right, I mean, we're not talking very much, right? We're literally talking about 6-7%. That's nothing for Bitcoin. We could see this happen very, very quickly. So I still have my sets on higher targets here. As far as what is happening right now on the higher term timeframes, the only two levels I care about are going to be right around the $55,000 level and the $47,300 level. To the upside, this is going to be our key area of resistance, around $55,000, give or take. If we just dump to the downside, $47,300 is going to be our key support, and I do believe we could still see something like this happen, where we bounce from that $47,300 level and then get a move up to our resistance around 55.5. Okay, so in general, these higher term time frames are still telling me that there's more upside here. Now we take a look at the 4-hour time frame. This high that we made here, in my opinion, is not the high. It could be the high. I'm not saying it's not the high for certain, but it doesn't look like the high. Why do I say that? Because as we were forming these bearish divergences, 4-hour money flow was getting thicker. Okay, what we want to see for a significant high to be put in is we want to see the 4-hour money flow getting lower over time. So if we do something like this, then I would say that the top is likely in. And what do you know? That would take us right to our next major area of resistance. Now remember, the last time we got a major short trade on Bitcoin was right over here. All right, this was the last major short trade that I took on Bitcoin. And you know, this was the legendary short trade that that we gave in advance, that I took live. Actually, I took the trade live during the New York Open VIP live stream. All right, and it was a very juicy trade. Okay, I take the trades, I put my money where my mouth is, guys. I don't just talk about the levels here. I show you guys the trades, I show you the wins, I show you the losses, right? So why did we get such a rejection from that area? By the way, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I don't know if you know, but we are very close to 200,000 subscribers right now. In fact, what do we only need? 88,000 more subscribers. That's such a small number, 88,000. So let's go, baby. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, but coming back over here, this was the short trade right here. Now look at market cipher B as we hit that level. The 4-hour money flow, what was it doing? It was getting lower, right? The 4-hour money flow, even over time, was getting lower, which gave me such confidence that this was going to be a good short. Now, in addition, notice something else about this, right? And believe me, people were bearish here. People were getting very bearish here. And I was maintaining a bullish bias down here. I made multiple videos about how I was very bullish down here. In fact, I rarely do. I've only done this a few times in my entire YouTube career, but I opened up a $500,000 long in that range. And I said, I am bullish. I'm looking for a new high. All right. It's very rare that I do something like this because although I am transparent, I don't like to toot the trumpet and then get totally wrecked and a move like this. All right. It's a big trade size for me. So why was I so confident that we were going to get another high? Well, it's because just above where we were, remember, this was the range right here. We were waiting for that 4-hour money flow to give us the divergence with momentum and money flow. But why was I still looking for another high? Is because the probability said that we were going to come up to the high volume node of the range, right? We were going to get sucked up to this area. Well, in my opinion, we're seeing the same exact thing happen right now. We are seeing some bear signs start to form, but just above us, we have this key level. Now, am I saying with 100% certainty we're going to get to there? No, I'm not. But I am. This is the way I am trading. This is the bias I'm currently trading with, meaning I am holding my swing long trades from lower, and I am not going to be taking profits until higher. And if I get wrecked, well, I won't get wrecked because I've already taken profits. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, okay, I have in fact opened up a short trade as a hedge in case my bullish bias does not play out, okay? So I'm also currently holding this short trade, and this is a short trade that I let everybody know I was entering, okay? So in the Casper crew, all right, I gave the update yesterday, and after I gave the update, I told everybody in the update I'm short. Let everybody know I'm short from here. Watch the update for more info. Basically, I was looking to the golden pocket and the 786 to get into that short trade. And I gave the reasoning as to why. Now, let me tell you why I'm in that short trade right now. Because although I do believe we are going to see higher targets, we are seeing some signs of caution here, and we might get a move to the downside. So what are those signs of caution? All right. The signs of caution are the following. Although the higher term timeframes are still showing us that there is more upside, first of all, the daily time frame did confirm a bearish divergence. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Now, absolutely, we could play a game of red dot, green dot. We're even seeing the VWAP starting to curve back to the upside, and we could do something like this. All right, which is what I'm expecting. But the 4-hour is kind of telling me the top is not in. But the 1 hour gave us a very important divergence right at this key level, right? Right here we saw the money flow and the momentum is getting lower, okay? Giving us the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man breast pattern. Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs getting lower over time, money flow getting lower over time as the price is getting higher over time. In fact, we could see multiple drives of SBF chest right here as we hit into this level. Now, is this a random level? No, this is actually a pretty key level. If we take a look, coming back to this high that we made back here in January 2021, I'm sorry, December 2021, we have this green line right here, and potentially, if we lose this green line, which we did not, by the way, which we did not, potentially, this could simply just be kind of a liquidity grab. If we go to the 2-week time frame here, we potentially could see some of these higher term time frames get a chickens drinking water, aka a swing failure pattern from this green line 51,816. I feel like as time goes on, that's becoming less and less probable. But we did see some bearish divergences as we came up to this key green line, okay? And after that happened, we actually changed market structure, right? So we were in an uptrend. We made our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, then we made a lower high, and then we made a lower low. So we've officially now made a lower low, and then we come up right into none other than the area in between the Fibonacci golden pocket and the 786. All right, so yesterday we came up into this area between the Fibonacci golden pocket and the 786. Now, as many of you guys do know, the 618 Fibonacci, her name is 618. She is, in fact, my high school crush. Here's a picture of her. I had a really big crush on this chick, and I thought she'd like me too. And I was having dreams about marrying her. We were going to get matching Bitcoin tattoos, her on her hand, all right, me on the neck. Why did we get them on the hand and the neck? Because we knew we were going to get rich, all right, investing in Coin, and so we knew we weren't going to have a job. Okay, so we got them on the places where your parents always say, how are you going to get a job if you get a tattoo there? Now, guess what? Turns out, guys, I was in the friend zone, so she rejected me. Here's a picture of the rejection. Oof. The pain, the anguish of realizing that I was in the friend zone and that actually I was never going to have a girlfriend in my life, and I still don't have a girlfriend to this day. I never will. I've accepted the fact that there is no love for your boy Jason Casper, okay? So after I make this video, I'm going to go make my Red Pill MGTOW video on my other channel, JKLOL. Now, why did she reject me? It was because she was into bad guys like this. Not nice guys that hold the door, that carry her books to her class. No, criminals like Sam Bankman-Fried that launder money in the Bahamas to buy drugs and do it with Caroline. All right? Now, actually, if we take a look at what happened at this area, again, we can very clearly see that as we were coming up to this area, this 618 area, we were seeing bearish divergences form on the chart here, even on the 1 hour, right? We saw the momentum waves getting lower as the price was getting higher. And again, we can superimpose our good friend Sam and his breasticles onto the chart and see that, in fact, they are lining up quite perfectly. And that is what you call in trading confluence, guys. Confluence is when two things point to significance at a level. And we clearly see two things, one on the left, one on the right. Okay? And so that is why I opened up that hedge short from this area. Now, we are trading on a holiday, all right? It is President's Day. That means there is low volume, low volatility. And so right now, we need to be aware of what is happening within this range. All right, this is the range that we're trading right now, okay? This is the range we're trading right now. We have bounced perfectly from the value area low, which was the key level as well that we gave in the Casper crew. All right, shout out to the Casper crew, bouncing from the key level, right? So, basically what we are looking at here is, I mean, really, we could see another move up to around 52,400. If we reclaim 52,400, I would say we are going to take the high that we made back here on Thursday, February 15th. If we cannot reclaim 52.4, then I'd say chances are pretty good that we do come down for a bit more of a retrace, And keep in mind, even if we get a bit more of a retrace, we have really nice support right down here, around 50,100-ish. So we very well may do something like this and just continue to trade this range for a while. Okay, but I do believe still, and I'm still maintaining a bullish bias on this Bitcoin price action for right now. Okay, so for me, the key line in the sand is going to be 52,400. Really, if we reclaim this level, I'm going to say, you know what? We're most likely going to go higher, and then I will let that short trade that I am in get stopped out. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. If we do start to drop like crazy, okay, the major level that we need to be aware of is going to be $47,300. And if we lose $47,300, then the major level that we need to be aware of is going to be the Fibonacci Golden Pocket at around $43,500. Because $43,500, that is just the next major area of support for multiple reasons. One is the Golden Pocket. Two is the back test of this bull flag that we had right here before the big breakout. And number three, if we take a look at all the volume that traded right here, we can see that it's the high volume node, give or take. You know, depending on how we manipulate this thing, definitely if this area is the high volume node, around that 43 to 43.5K, and even if we pull the whole range, it's coming in right around that $43,000 area. So, for me, 47.3 is going to be a very important area. If we start to dump, I will definitely be adding to my long trades from here. Support, resistance, flip. If for some reason we start to lose this, then I obviously will be changing my bullish bias, guys. If we lose 47.3, I will be targeting 43K. I will not be expecting this high to come in very soon, and I would actually be looking for lower prices, potentially going all the way back down to $37,000. All right. But until we lose 47,003, there's no reason for me to get ultra bearish. There's no reason for me to close out the long trades that I am in. And there is reason for me to hold these long trades looking for higher prices, which is exactly what I am currently doing right now. All right, let's check out ETH, because ETH is going crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Nas Industry, who likes extra cheese. Shout out to Cryptoholic Love 35. Oh, sweet 618 Peach. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Shout out to Fat Corn Token. Shilling tokens in the chat. Shout out to Divine Hood. My man, he says I'm the best trader of Bitcoin, but that's not true, man. There's definitely way better. But God bless you, Divine Hood. The thing is, most good traders don't have YouTube channels. So crappy-ish traders that have YouTube channels look good, you know? I use the same technique in multiple aspects of my life. I used to be in a metal band, right? And according to, you know, all the other metal guys, I was the most buff, jacked guy in the world, right? But put me in a room full of weightlifters and I look like crap. You know what I'm saying? So it's all comparative. You know, you got to put yourself in places in life where you know you're better than everyone else, you know, and then you just kind of look good. You know what I'm saying, man? So it's the same with guitar. People think I'm a good guitar player, but I played a genre of music where guitar players kind of sucked in general. You know? If I was in like a progressive metal band, I would have sucked. But I was in a metalcore band, so I was awesome. You know? Shout out to Casual T. Yeah, Casual TA Jesus is a good example. Casual TA Jesus is a good example. Chip Chocolate. Chip Chocolate is another good example. K-Pax in my Discord, another good example. I mean, pretty much, I'm pretty sure all the other instructors in the Casper crew are much better traders than I am. Whoa, what is this? Whoa, what's going on? But, you know, that's the thing about having a platform, man. Shout out to Christopher. Casper crew is the market maker. If you're the best in the room, you don't grow. That's also very true. You got to surround yourself with people who are better. Theory of relativity. Shout out to Vina. What is going on? Shout out to Tony Z. Shout out to Sebastian. Shout out to Mo Crypt. Do I think the weekend pump gets retraced before 55? I don't know, man. I think it really depends on what happens right around where we're at now, man. Because this is the value area low of the range. And let's go ahead and pull our fib. Okay, so we're at the 618. Yeah, I think it really depends on what happens right around this area. Okay. So let's kind of wait and see here. All right. Shout out to It's Crypto Now. Shout out to VA Futures. What do I think about prop firms and people that are good traders but don't have the capital to make it? Yeah, by all means, go do a prop firm challenge. Shout out to Go. He says short squeeze. Shout out to Fiber Splice God. Run them likes up. Casper Crew Coin CCC went ASAP, my man. Yeah, let's check out ETH, guys, because ETH is absolutely printing right now. Shout out to Jordan Shirtleft. All right, guys, shout out to the Casper Crew. Man, this trade setup was spot on. I'm glad I took it. I was outside feeding the chickens when I took this dang trade, guys. Isn't that wild? Feeding the chickens, getting paid to feed the chickens. That's what's up. Did we get 1,000 likes? No, we only have 500 likes, guys. All right, look, I will give another 5 minutes. I'm trying to do a $1,000 giveaway. If we can get 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes, I will do a $1,000 giveaway. Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob 111. He says, learning from JC has been an eye-opener. Learning to trade long and short helps so much with the emotions. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Why are chickens bad at playing jazz? Because every time they drink water, they fail to swing. Ah! Da-doom! That's what's up, my man. That is what is up. Huge shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to MEXC. Best deal on fees in the game, guys. If you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, if you want to long and short Bitcoin at the same time, MEXC, best deal on fees. Link in the description. Shout out to ZOOMEX. All right, centralized and decentralized exchange in the same platform. I love trading on ZOOMEX because the levels are the same as Bybit. Huge shout out to Market Cipher. Link in the description, I think. Also, a huge shout out to BingX. I also trade on BingX. And guys, once again, if you do want to join the Casper crew, where we give setups like this, and the short setup that we gave in advance, and the juicy long setup from the reclaim of 40,700, go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the community. All right, it's a great community, whole beginner's course in there. Let's check out Ethereum right now, because Ethereum, apparently, word on the street is that Ethereum is printing like a wild woman in distress, running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head. All right, ETH took off. ETH made a new high, I hear. That's word on the street. Holy macaroni and cheese. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, guys? Man, this is absolutely insane. You know what's insane about this, guys? Man, this is crazy. So, on Friday, when I did the live stream, this was the ETH setup I was looking at. I wanted to take the liquidity from 27.27 and basically take the long from this area and then look for a new high. Would you look at that, man? Why didn't I take this trade? Don't you hate when you do something like this and then you don't take a trade? Okay, so if anyone took this trade because of this idea, man, shout out to you, because you are right now up 8%. That is absolutely amazing. That is amazing. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening with Ethereum. First of all, why did we get this move? It's the same reason Bitcoin got its move in general, right? Take the liquidity and then get the pump to the upside. So Bitcoin, essentially, when we take a look at this here, the Bitcoin setup that we were looking at was take the liquidity, right? Take the liquidity and then get the move to the upside. That's literally exactly what happened. In fact, I don't know. I don't have it pulled up, but on the same day, on Friday, when I gave this ETH idea, I gave the Bitcoin idea as well from the exact level. And so ETH has done the same thing. ETH has taken the liquidity from the low of the range and now is getting a move back to the top of the range. Now ETH, unlike Bitcoin, has actually just made a new high. So let's take a look at the higher term timeframes and kind of determine what exactly is going on. Now guys, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because you don't want to miss these juicy updates, guys. And again, we are so close to 200,000 subscribers. We're at 112,500. We only need 87,500 more until we reach 200,000 subscribers. Isn't that not crazy? Okay, so here's what's so significant about ETH right now, guys. This is the daily time frame. ETH is breaking out. This is also keeping me bullish on Bitcoin, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry, Trader Geo, man. I love you, bro. And I'm short with you, bro. But I'm one of the moon boys with the thumbnails, with the bullish thumbnails, okay? Now, look. ETH is breaking out of the 0.5 Fibonacci level. Now, on Friday, right? What were we saying? What was I saying? I was saying, I do believe we're going to see a new high, because whenever you come up to a level like this and you front run it by a little bit and get a rejection, 8 out of 10 times you're going to blast right through that level. That's exactly what has happened. Now, I'm not any kind of predictor. I'm not saying I'm good or good at predicting. I just have watched these markets for so long. I know that when you have a key level like this, a 0.5 fib on a high time frame, and you come up and miss it by a few dollars and start to reject, most of the time you're going to break through, which is one of the reasons why I was looking at this as a potential long setup here. All right, to make a new high. All right, so we've made a new high. So now that we are above the 0.5 fib, we cannot lose sight of the overall context here of ETH, which is this. We are above, first of all, we have come back inside of the bull market range. We are above the high volume node of the bull market range. Not only are we above the high volume node of the bull market range, but let's just kind of zoom out and appreciate. Let's zoom out and appreciate this. Okay. This is the high volume node of the bull market range. All right, we're going to go and make it thick and white. I'm all about thick white. Now, look, it was support during the bull market. And it's a very high volume node. Okay, now we have literally found resistance here. We've got the breakout and the retest, and now we made another higher high. So what does that mean? That means that the next price point that we can be looking for, just based on volume, is in fact going to be, it sounds crazy, $3,500 ETH. All right, that's the next price point based on volume. Now, I don't want to be super bullish. I want to be more like Trader Geo. All right, a little bit more bearish. Now, I know he's not bearish. He trades at range by range, all right? Trader Geo's the man. Shout out to Trader Geo. Dude's an amazing trader, okay? I was listening to his stream before I popped in here. That's why I keep talking about him. Because he's fresh on my mind. Trader Geo, you're fresh on my mind, bro. The next place that we could get sucked up to is going to be that $3,500 level. The golden pocket and the high, the value area high of this old bull market range, okay? As long as now we hold above this, that is looking pretty good. Now, where would I get bearish on Ethereum? Very simply, if we lose the level and backtest, then we could look back down toward the 2325 area. Same exact deal with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin right now is heading toward the value area high of its range, right? And if we reject before we hit that level, we're looking to the high volume node of the range, right? Now, if we come down to the high volume node of the range, keep in mind, we are still in a very healthy uptrend. Because if we do come back down to retest 2325, we are still making low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then we can hit that level, right? So, that would not even be that bearish necessarily. How's the Bitcoin doing? She's doing all right. She's struggling in there, guys, all right? Shout out to Ayu. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. I really appreciate the super chat. May you be blessed in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. He says, or she, Kamayu, why do you think fib levels work so well aside from self-fulfilling factor? I'm sure the 5 second not many people use, but the fibs still work. So Kamayu, I'll be honest with you. I do not know why they work, but I will say this, okay? When you look at order flow charts, all right, I'm about to get a little metaphysical on you. When you look at order flow charts, you can see crazy things. For example, you can see millions of people doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. In other words, if there happens to be, let's say, a golden pocket right here, right? Let's just pull a hypothetical fib, right? We pull a hypothetical fib here, okay? Let's say that there's a golden pocket right here and there's very low volume, right? Very low volume. Price is kind of ranging here. There's very low volume. You know, maybe on Bybit, the 5-minute candle, we have like 200,000 volume per candle, right? Then all of a sudden, we come down to the golden pocket and all of a sudden you have like 2-3 million active orders opening up right here. And they're shorts. They're not longs, they're shorts. In other words, after all day of price ranging here, okay, all of a sudden, a couple 100,000 trades opening, all of a sudden when price comes down here, you have millions of people doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. And it just so happens to be at the golden pocket. Now, why this blows my mind is because the people who are opening up trades doing the wrong thing at the wrong time have no idea that they're shorting the golden pocket. If they knew, then they wouldn't. Oh, crap, you guys can't see my dang screen. All right, let me start over. All right, let's say that you have your golden pocket right down here, okay? And price is ranging here all day, right? Very low volume. Then all of a sudden, when we come to the golden pocket, all of a sudden, millions of traders are doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. All of a sudden, millions. And the reason why this blows my mind is because you would say, oh, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because everybody longs when they see the golden pocket. But the reality is most people are not. Most people are shorting here. After doing nothing all day, millions of people decide to do the wrong thing at the wrong time at the golden pocket. And you know they don't know it's the golden pocket. You know they don't know. Because if they knew, they wouldn't be shorting it. And that blows my mind. I don't know why. It's very strange. It's like you're charting millions and millions of people in different time zones, in different continents, speaking different languages, making decisions. And all of a sudden, for some reason, when price comes to the golden ratio, the ratio that exists all throughout the creation, in every cell of your body, and every animal, every creature, every flower, the stars and all this, the planets, right? Everyone does the wrong thing at the wrong time, unknowingly. I don't know why fibs work, okay? But you could ask the question, why are they everywhere in the creation? Like, there's something about, you know, the creation is much more complex than we know. All right, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand it, but it blows my mind to realize that most people make a decision at the golden ratio unknowingly, and only the few people who know about fibs make the right decision there. So it's very strange stuff. All right, it's just like the fundamental versus technical aspect of trading, right? Is it the news that moves the markets, or is it the chart that moves the market? Well, you oftentimes will see the chart giving you a certain sign, and then the next day or the next week, news comes out that facilitates the move in what the charts were already saying. It's almost as if the charts predict the future. Very strange stuff. What's even more strange is when the price comes to, let's say, a golden pocket, the Fibonacci golden ratio, and all of a sudden the chart looks very bearish, and then the next few days, a news comes out that pushes the price down. So there was an indicator on a chart. We're just charting people making decisions. And if you're going on macro markets like oil and all this other stuff and the dollar, not only are you charting people's individual decisions, you're charting governments, wars, markets, you know, all these geopolitical things. And you're charting this on a chart, and somehow, as we come to that fib level, within the next week, day, month, you know, it's crazy. When you look at what happened in June 2021, a few months before 9/11, you know, dollars start to look real bearish. And then, of course, 9/11 crashed the dollar temporarily. So it's very strange stuff. I don't know why they respect it. You know, we can only speculate, but I don't care either because, you know, I know it works. And so, you know, I can profit from it. So sorry if that's a little too deep for some of y'all. If that's too deep for some of y'all, put a 0 in the chat. But if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat, baby. All right, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you like this kind of stuff. All right, shout out to DXXXCCC is going to oil me up. Shout out to OG Blockchain. All right, shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Vina. Shout out to Gankman, likes to go deep. Doriani likes to go deep. Don't fight the trend. Well, I already told you guys why I'm in the short trade, and I already told you that. This morning, I had totally expected the short trade to get stopped out. All right. So this is a hedge short for the most part here. You know, I've got $300,000 on the short trade in case of dumpage. All right. I've got over $400,000 on the long side in case of pumpage. I am more than willing to pay a fee of a couple $1,000s to get stopped out of this short trade as insurance in case of dumpage, right? Because we have come to a key level, we have changed market structure, and we are rejecting from the golden pocket 786, and so this could be a place to potentially make a lower low. All right. So I'm not necessarily trading against the trend, my friend. I am long and strong, huge spot portfolio, over $400,000 long on Bitcoin right now. Okay, have realized close to $70,000 of profit so far on these long trades. And so for me, paying a $2,500 stop loss on this short is nothing to me. I feel more comfortable knowing that I'm short here that could lose me $2,500. I feel more comfortable with that than not being in short and understanding that I've just seen a key level hit, change of market structure into the golden pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm holding the short. I'm not really trading against the trend. The trend is your friend. Or that's what some people say. I don't know. Okay. Everyone likes the deep stuff. Shout out to my man, Physique Doctor. He says, big fan, watch the stream every day. Shout out to Physique Doctor, man. God bless you, bro. I appreciate you being here. The Casper crew is the most jacked trading community in the world. All right, we got Boyan, a competitive bodybuilder. We got Spartan Wrestler. We got myself. We got a whole bunch of other people that are into weightlifting and all that stuff, all right? Shout out to Divine Hood. He says, we schlong in the Casper Crusoe are always with the trend and against the trend. That is true. And sometimes when you're against the trend, all of a sudden you realize you're with the trend. Shout out to Pledge Allegiance. He says, FJB. You know, I have no problem with JB. I have no problem with JB. Clearly, JB... come on, guys. JB doesn't even know if he's alive or not, all right? Give the man a break. He's not the guy we should F, all right? There's a whole bunch of other guys who should be F'd, not JB. JB's just a puppet. Yeah, he's done some really horrible things in his life, but honestly, he has zero influence on the things that happen in the world. Zero. Let me tell you. He's just a guy that they put in front of you to hate so that you can get angry and say FJB and have the bumper sticker and have the flag and get all upset and argue with your parents and this and that. Your liberal sister who went to communist college. Man, sorry for projecting my own life onto you guys. All right, shout out to Aaron. Yeah, we got Aaron G with the widest lats in the crypto game. Look at this guy. Look at that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. That's good. FTNWO. For sure, man. For sure. And you know what? Praise God. When Jesus comes back, he's going to destroy the New World Order. So that's where I put my hope, man. Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Billy Gaston. That's what's up, man. That is what is up. Tempted Adverse. Wishing you had to trade. Just got into crypto. Well, it's a great time to get into crypto. Because I believe we're heading into a massive bull market. And it's also a great time to learn how to trade because here's the thing. Because we're heading into a bull market, the gains are going to come whether or not you're good at trading. So, you know, the bear market obviously is a better time to learn. But here's the thing. It's never a bad time to start learning. Stick around this YouTube channel and all the other great YouTubers out there doing the TA, and you will learn so much. Shout out to Matt. What is going to Matt? Shout out to Sean D. Shout out to Yermiyahu H. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Mustard Seed. Shout out to Jordan. Shirt Left. Shout out to Carvinen. Alright, you took a long. Shout out to Jarek Vlogs. I took a long from 52,300 and closed it out. Should you close it out? 52,300? Well, in my opinion, that was a really bad place to open up a long trade, my friend. And I don't mean any disrespect, but just in the future, understand that when you see ranges forming like this, we should always be looking for longs at the low of the range and shorts at the top of the range. So you longed into resistance. Now, I can't tell you what to do because I don't know your trading plan. All right. I have made videos on my YouTube channel. All right. Now, I know a lot of people already know about the videos, but we got to help our man out. All right. We got to help our man out. Okay. We got to help our man out. I made a video. Let's see. Let's see. You were asking that question. Okay, yeah. All right, so here, real quick, go to my YouTube channel, all right? And search for this video. It's one of the more recent videos I made last week. It's called This Changed Everything, Understanding Risk to Reward. All right, Understanding Risk to Reward. So I literally start the video off by saying this. All right, so this video will answer your question and more. I always get questions from people. Jay, is this a good place to long? Is this a good place to short? The very fact. All right, so look, this will tell you everything you need to know, and it will answer the question forever and for the rest of your life about whether or not you should keep a trade open, close the trade, okay? Because the very fact that you're asking that means you entered the trade without a plan. And if you enter a trade without a plan, then you're planning to lose the trade. Because you don't know how much you're going to risk, you don't know how much you're going to gain. And if you trade that way over time, your losses will always outweigh your wins. Jason Castro asked a theological question. Man, I cannot really answer that on this channel, Jason Castro, without going very in depth. But I will say that my own personal view of the eschaton, which I know there are different views that are valid, but I believe that it will happen before. All right. And my main reason for believing that is in Matthew 24. Jesus says himself, immediately after the tribulation of those days, he will return. So to me, that's pretty straightforward. But you know, what do I know? I'm not a theologian, guys. All right. I'm just a guy who reads the Bible a lot and does my best to follow after what the Lord wants me to do. Shout out to Super Chat from Leo A. Could we look at Phil and AR? Yeah, we could look at Phil. Now, somebody told me recently Phil is a bad coin to be getting into. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I personally hold some Phil. All right. I personally hold some Phil. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any Super Chats in here. All right. I did not. I personally hold some Phil. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. I do hold some Phil, actually. Well, I bought a whole bunch. You guys saw me buy it on stream. I hold some Filecoin here. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at it. I'm not going to show you the coins I got right now on MEXC. By the way, guys, MEXC, you can buy so many different coins. All right. You can buy so many different coins on MEXC. That's why I like it. So let's check out Filecoin, FIL. I'm personally in the game. I'm not overexposed here, right? I don't believe that this is my one coin, right? I have a diversified portfolio. But in general, this is what I think about Filecoin, right? I think it has more upside than downside. I think it's been consolidating in this triangle. I think this green box is my buy zone. And even if we don't hit all-time highs, if we hit all-time highs, we're looking at a 3,000% gain, okay? So if this is our idea right here, we're looking at a 65x. If we don't hit all-time highs, even if we just hit the target of this wedge support resistance flip, that's a 500% gain, all right? If we're buying in this box right here, that's still an 8x. Now, for me, this is a really good risk-to-reward ratio. Really, really good. All right, this to me looks bullish on the weekly time frame. I see market cipher B giving us pig nipple divergences down at the low. All right, what are pig nipple divergences? Well, let's search for pig nipples, and I will show you. All right, we've got here is a pig and the nipples for those little piglets to suck on the teat of infinite gains. All right, until they grow up to be a full-size pig. All right, we see the direction on market cipher B. The pig nipplets are clearly forming here. And again, the teat of infinite gains is going to pump the Bitcoin price to a not Bitcoin, the Filecoin price to a full-size piggy. All right, we see the bullish divergences happening on the weekly, the money flow crossing over to the blue. On the daily time frame, what do we see? We are seeing that money flow crossing over as well over time as we consolidate in this triangle, which makes me believe that when this triangle does break out, we are going to see a significant follow through here. All right. This is my overall take on Filecoin. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. I don't know anything about the fundamentals. I'm a technical only trader. So the way I structure my altcoin investing during these bull markets is I take a large amount of capital that's specifically meant for an altcoin portfolio. I split it up and I purchase a whole bunch of different altcoins. And here's the thing. If most of them go to zero, but some of them go 3,000% or more, I'm still making lots of profit on my initial investment. Now, here's the thing. The chances that most of them go to zero and some of them pump is very unlikely. Very, very, very unlikely, right? Chances are most of them are going to do well to some extent, right? Most of them will do well to some extent, right? So, you know, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Just holding some altcoins, you know, right now, my altcoin portfolio in general, not my whole portfolio, but the ones I'm holding on MEXC is up about 12% in the last month, just doing nothing. So, you know, altcoins will move with Bitcoin. So that's how I take a look at it. All right. Let's see. Shout out to my man, George Kislome. He says, Green dot confirmed on XRP, still holding along from 51.69. The 24 and 4 hour is the main sauce of my trades. Learned from JC. He helped me a lot. That's awesome, George. Let's take a quick look at XRP as well. All right, XRP is going to move at some point, guys. All right, it cannot be still, but yeah, you're long from the bottom trend line. That's an excellent move. Let's check out our 4-hour, 24-minute. Yeah, so look at this. I mean, we got ourselves a 4-hour confirmation right here. And now let's check out our 24-minute. Let's check out our 24-minute. I don't really know how to be honest with you, I don't really like this green dot as much as I would have liked one of these green dots down here. Reason being is because money flow is starting to tip down a bit, but nonetheless, it's still valid. Let's check out our 24-minute here. Wow, so 24-minute gave us a money flow cross right here. So we did get a long signal on XRP right at this candle right here, which has been a pretty sideways long so far. I mean, potentially 2%. We would not be in drawdown still. But yeah, let's see how it plays out. Overall, XRP, I do believe, is going to get a move to the upside eventually. And I do believe that this rising wedge is going to break to the upside. And that's simply just based on what market cypher is looking like on these higher term time frames right now. Right, we've got a very bullish looking hidden divergence on the weekly here. A very bullish looking hidden divergence on the weekly. And we are heading into what I believe is the next bull market. I know some people are talking about the bull market not happening this time, a change to the 4-year cycle. And I have to say, there is a valid case to be made for the change of the 4-year cycle, given the fact that this is the first time in Bitcoin's history that we have not rejected from the Fibonacci golden pocket. But yeah, shout out to George. Thank you so much for the super chat. You are the man. Christopher Moon, shout out to my preterist friend. All right, Christopher Moon, God bless you, my preterist friend. You know, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Shout out to Divinehood. Monero is dumping. That's crazy. We'll have to take a look at Monero. We'll have to take a look at Monero. Shout out to Gankman. He says, Jay, was my entry from that 1-hour liquidity grab combined with a bullish div on the 5-minute a good trade? Yes! If you're talking about Bitcoin, Gunkman, then absolutely. I took the same exact trade. I'm still in it. Yeah, I've hit my TP1. All right. Yeah, I don't know if wait, hang on. This is the wrong trade. This one here. All right. This one here. Yeah, I hit my TP1 at the value area low of the previous range. Okay, we got the liquidity grab into the key level. This is the setup we gave this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Hit that TP1. All right, got the stop loss under 786. Stop loss will stop me out for a $450 loss, which will give me a $600 win on the trade, which is good enough for me for a scalp. And yeah, shout out to the Casper Crew, guys. Look, Casper Crew, given the scalp trades, gave the short trade, gave the long trade from 40,700. All right, we've been patiently waiting for the levels. Gave this long setup in advance as well. Just patiently waiting for these key Bitcoin levels. You know, no need to overtrade. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Shout out to Raj. He says, why don't you go long on a coin over buying on spot? Why do I go long on a coin over buying on spot? So for me, like my leverage trading is totally different than my spot portfolio. Two different mindsets. My leverage trading is basically a way for me to grow my spot portfolio no matter what happens. Okay, I was able to stack a lot of Bitcoin during the bear market, trading Bitcoin during the bear market. Also, I actually pay my bills with my trading money as well, right? I do things in real life with my trading money. My spot portfolio, I only cash that thing out once in a while, and I'm never cashing out the whole thing. I've never sold all my Bitcoin. I never will sell all my Bitcoin. You know, they're just two different mentalities. My spot portfolio is something that I look to take the big market swings with. I buy on the way down, I sell on the way up in general. My leverage trading is more immediate, right? I could come in here and, you know, make $1,000 in a day and get out, you know? So it really depends on what you want to do. I recommend doing all of it. I recommend hodling and buying on spot and margin trading, right? Or I guess you could spot trade too. I mean, you could spot trade and only long, or you could 1x leverage, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, for me, I like to do both. You know? I like to do both. Thank you guys for the super chats, man. Shout out to Saubhagya Kumar. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Can we look at Zeta? Yeah, we could look at Zeta Chain. We could look at Zeta Chain. What do I think about 1% a day? Well, FitGenius618, in theory, that's an amazing way to take $100 and turn it to like $1 million in 2 years. But the problem with it is because it starts to become sometimes, maybe, you don't have a trade set up that day. And when you feel the pressure to make a certain percentage a day, you can start to lose money. In fact, my dad's starting to get into trading. Shout out to Papa Casper. And I told him, look, Papa Casper, if you're doing this to make money, you're going to lose money. Because if you're focused on the money when it comes to trading, you are going to lose money. You're going to lose money if you're focused on the money. You have to just focus on the process. And if you focus on the process, you probably will be able to do 1% a day or maybe even more. But it might not happen every single day. You might get one trade, and that one trade, maybe you grow your account 30% in a month on one trade. But you don't know when you take that trade, it's going to be that one trade. So if you're focused on your 1% a day, maybe you get your 1% on the first day, and that could have been a trade to give you 30%, but you close it out because you made your 1%. And then the next day, you take a couple losses because you're trying to force a trade when a trade's not there. But yeah, 1% a day in theory works very, very well. And if you're a good scalper, it's very, very easy to do. But I would say don't focus on the percent. Just focus on the process. Focus on the process, and absolutely, you could easily make 1% a day. You could easily make 1% a day. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. I mean, it's very. You'd have to really be. You really have to know what you're doing to if you're going to come in and make 1% a day. You have to know what you're doing. You have to have your risk management on point. You can't revenge trade. I mean, if you start to take losses, like, because here's the thing, like, I risk 1% per trade. So if I take a loss on that day, and then I take a win on that day, I'm at break even. And now if you feel that pressure, oh, I got to get 1%. Now you're going to, force a trade to try and get 1%? You know? But yeah, if you can do 1% a day, that's amazing. That's 30% a month, which is insane. All right? That's insane. I mean, that's insane. I mean, I've actually done about 1% a day so far in... Well, actually, it depends on how you look at it. I have multiple trading accounts. But yeah, in general, I've done about 1% a day for the last 30 days. But I haven't taken a trade a day. This month, I've made about 1% a day in general, but I have not taken a trade every day. I've been holding multiple trades. I've taken wins. I've taken losses. You know, I've longed, I've shorted, but I'm not focused on the money. All right, now we got to take a look at Zeta Chain. Zeta Chain. I think we looked at this recently. Okay, so this looks like to be a bull flag to me. Obviously, we don't have much data here. Let's turn it off log scale. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, it looks to be a bull flag to me, man. So here's... Let's see here. Okay, so this is the trade setup that I would look for on Zeta right now. Oh, man. Yeah, so like basically a liquidity grab of the low into the golden pocket. and then basically a fake out of the triangle, and then a real breakout. This is a beautiful setup for a coin that is very bullish like this. This is what I would want to see, and I would obviously want to see bullish divs on these lower time frame. 1 hour looks absolutely fantastic, right? So if we do something like this, or even if we get another move up to the top of the triangle, let's say, and we see the 1 hour something like this, with this money flow like that, this is a beautiful, I mean, if we get something like this, these are the setups we long for. We stay up all night dreaming about this. I mean, this is really no different than, this is no different than literally what happened to Bitcoin just now, right? Those are the best trade setups, the ones where you get the liquidity grab, right? Look at this. You know, we had the lows at 51,830. Grab those lows, you know, 51,830, right around here. We did just that, right? And then upon the reclaim, that's where you get into the trade, right? So I would be looking for something like that, the bullish divs. So on Bitcoin, what do we have down here? You know, on Market Cipher B, this is the 5-minute time frame, but we had multiple drive a bull div here on the 6-minute time frame, which is the one I was using to get into the trade. We had BitBoy butt cheeks here as we came down to take that low, money flow getting higher. You know, this is what we want to see on Zeta for a long trade. Now, of course, you always, if you're doing something like this, you've got to lock in some profit early, because you are technically longing into a change of market structure bearish. So because this is so bullish looking, because this looks like a bull flag to me, I would expect this to break out bullishly. So I'm biased bullish because of this big kind of move up in consolidation here. So that's why I would be so interested in this trade. Like the Bitcoin trade I'm in now, you know, one of the things that you have to realize is, you know, this Bitcoin trade I'm in now, I was looking to take a profit very, very quick because we were breaking market structure, right? We have basically a range here, and now we just made a lower low. So we have to understand, we made a lower low, we could make a lower high and continue down, which is why TP1 needs to be hit right here. But yeah, Zeta, it's kind of, we kind of got that same kind of thing going right here, you know? And because I would say things look much more bullish on the Zeta chart than they do on the Bitcoin chart, I would be a little bit more biased to at least a new high. So we're talking at least something like this. And honestly, the way I would trade this is I would wait for this level 2.1925 to be lost, and then once it reclaims the level, that's where I would long it, and I would put the stop loss underneath the low. So we don't know exactly what the risk to reward is going to be here, but we know in general, I would be saying in general we're looking at more than a 2-to-1, but potentially we could be looking for a new high here, potentially maybe in like a 4-to-1 here. In fact, let's take a look at a hypothetical trend-based fib extension. Yeah, I mean, if we come down to that area, a hypothetical 1-to-1 extension is going to be right here at 3.725. So we could be looking at a 5-to-1 even if we come down to the 786. And basically, it would front run this support resistance flip that everyone's kind of would probably be waiting for. But yeah, this would be a nice potential setup here. And of course, if we enter the trade, we might end up with a better risk to reward ratio, because again, we don't enter the trade until we lose the level and reclaim the level, right? Liquidity grabs, you don't want to just long because price comes to this area. You want to wait to see that, yeah, we took the liquidity, now we're getting a bounce-a-roni and queso, right? That's what I did on this one here. I wanted to wait until I saw the liquidity grab and the bounce-a-roni and queso. All right, shout out to small cap Nexoa, Noexa, and Zeph. We could take a look at them. Let's take a look at Zeph. Let's take a look at Zeph. Wow. How long has this thing been listed? Since September. Well, we bounced from the 786. It looks like we are setting up for a short squeeze here. I don't know anything about this coin, but the one thing I do know is whenever you have highs like this looks like a bump and run pattern. This is a textbook bump and run pattern, man. Let's turn it off log. It's not as nice of a bump and run pattern off log, but on log scale, it looks pretty bump and runny to me. Bump and runny. So, yeah, that means we could target a new high on this based on the bump and run pattern. The only thing I don't like is I don't see bullish divs at that low. We do on the 12-hour see some slight bull div. Let's check out the 6-hour. 6-hour has some bull div, but money flow not looking so great. So here's what I would say. Zeph right now, because let's assume, again, we have to always make assumptions to enter into trades, which means we could be wrong, but we have to assume something because we have to have a theory that we are trading, right? We have to have some kind of narrative that we're trading here. So right now, the narrative that I'm crafting here, I'm like the mainstream news. I'm just crafting a narrative here. Let's get some buzzwords. It's racist and it's bad for the economy. And a bump and run pattern is xenophobic. And what are some other good buzzwords? Oh, and there's more cases. And you need to be scared. All right. So this is a bump and run pattern. We've changed market structure, meaning we were in a local downtrend, low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. Now all of a sudden, look, we're made a higher high, okay? So now, pull a fib from low to high. And I would say that for me, let's pull some volume here. Could it get any better than this, guys? Yeah, I would say this. If we get a move down from here, I would be looking down to the $17 level. And then I would look to do that. That would be really nice if we could get something like that right now. Are we guaranteed to get that? No, of course not. But another lower term time frame setup here, guys, would be the following. So a higher term time frame setup, we're looking at $17 high volume node. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's check out a lower term time frame setup here. Okay, yeah, that's also really beautiful. So right now, guys, as well, like we have this mini range here that we've just broken out of. So a lower term time frame setup would be come down to the golden pocket value area high at $20. Let's say $21. $21 to the dot, and then we could look for a move up to the value area high of the more macro range, which is going to be coming in. The more macro range high is at 32.30. Okay, so a lower term time frame setup right here is going to be long from $21, target $32. And it would be something like this. That's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. All right, we're risking 1% to make 5%. The higher term time frame setup would be a move down to $21. And then for this one, stop loss under value area low, we target a new high. This is a beautiful, beautiful. I mean, we're risking 1% to make 30%. So obviously, I would want this setup here. You know, we could have a take profit 2 up here. So both of these trades could have high targets. But we have to understand that if we take this first local long trade, resistance is here. And then from that resistance, we could come back down for the retest and then do something like that. So really, these would be 2 potential longs I would be looking at taking here. This one, we need to understand that the one from $21 definitely take some profits at 32 bucks, but then you could hold the rest to potentially that new high. If we come down to $21, that's a really nice, really nice support, and I would definitely look to hit a new high on that. But what do I know, you know? All right, shout out to Trade Intuition. What's up, man? Shout out to Almac Fo Shizzle. Shout out to Soft Shell. Shout out to Alamac for Shizzle. Biddy live TA in this moment. All right. What's happening with Biddy? She's dumping. She's dumping, baby. She's dumping. All right, so here's the deal, guys. This Bitcoin trade right here, TP1, has been hit. I was looking for this small move, which we got. Potentially could turn into more than a scalp. Okay? If this trade gets stopped out, then it will be stopped out in a $600 profit. All right? It will be stopped out in a $600 profit. Yeah, so look, here's the bearish scenario for Bitcoin. All right, what is the bearish scenario for Bitcoin? The bearish scenario, let me clear off everything on this chart. The bearish scenario for Bitcoin, guys, is we made a high right here with bearish divergences on the 1 hour. We put in a lower low, breaking the market structure, and now we put in a lower high right into the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 618 zone. And now we make a lower low, okay? Which is why I did take the short trade yesterday, okay? So this short trade that I'm in, I did take that short trade yesterday. And that is also why in the Casper crew, I told everybody I am short, all right? I'm short from here. And in this video, I laid out my plan to get into the short trade, adding to it if we got another rise. We did get another rise. I did add to the short trade. All right. Also in the Casper crew this morning, man, would you look at that, guys? Scalp trade and TP1 hit to the dang dollar. Shout out to the Casper crew. But yeah, that is the bearish scenario for Bitcoin right now. All right. That is the bearish scenario for Bitcoin right now. Is that going to happen? I don't know. It really depends on what happens right here, because if we can, let's go to Bitcoin. Yeah, it's not looking so great for Bitcoin right now, because let's come back over here. It's not looking so great for Bitcoin right now because we have rejected from this value area low. We've rejected from our take profit 1, and more so, we've rejected from the golden pocket. So we really must reclaim 52,123, 52,123, 867, 5309. You guys remember that song? Yeah, if we want to see higher prices. And really, for me, I mean, I will be bearish on Bitcoin locally until we reclaim 52,462. But I have to say, like, the higher term time frames to me still say bullish. Higher term time frames to me still say bullish. And really, you know, we have plenty of supports below. But the reason we got to bounce from here is because we came down to sweep the liquidity that we had right here from this morning's live stream into the naked point of controls. Shout out to K Aim. He says, I purchased VIP Discord but couldn't join the server. Really? Did you connect it? How did you join it? And where did you join it? Did you do it through Patreon or through the website? Would I long a retrace here? Personally, no, I would not, MoCrypt. Not saying it's a bad idea, but personally for me, no. Do I have a set of rules where I pull your profile from start to finish? No, I have no rules, Kamayu, for where I pull my fixed range volume profile. But the only rule I have is I just, where is the range in general? Like, where do you see the sideways action? So for me, this is the range here. Right? You just look for those areas where you could draw a box around. Right? So for me, you've got this range, you've got this range, you've got this range, and these are ranges within this range. Right? So the larger range, this is where you're going to do your day trades. The smaller ranges, that's where you look for your scalps. And then the really high time frame stuff, you know, this is where you look for your swing trades from like these key levels on this massive range that we've got going all the way back to 2020. You know, those are where you look for your major swing trades. You know, it's one of the reasons why I got so bearish here, because I thought it was a major level. Bearish div, I thought we were going to 30K, so. But yeah, I don't have necessarily any rules about it, you know? All right. Zeph is a CPU mining coin that's related to Monero. Interesting. Yeah, Monero's been dumping. Let's check out Monero, because I hold a lot of Monero. I hold a lot of Monero. Shout out to Dave Digital. And shout out to Sudeep. And shout out to Matt. Can we check Mover? Yeah, we could check Mover. Can we see short and then dump? We could dump from here. I mean, I gave the local bearish scenario, but I still am macro more bullish. Okay, shout out to Divine Hood. We're seeing bearish absorption on the Coinbase chart. I think you mean Coinbase, or do you mean VPIN? I think you mean Coinbase, right? All right, Aaron G's holding his short from 52,620. Yeah. I'm short from 52.3-ish. So I have a pretty crappy entry here. But that's okay, because I laddered into this one. I basically filled 2 orders in this box here. So my average entry is right around the middle of the box. Uh-oh, are we going to Dump City, guys? Is my long trade about to get stopped out live? Alright, yeah, we can take a look at Mover. Shout out to my man Matt for the super chat. Matt with the super chat. Thank you, Matt, with the super chat. Alright, Mover. Man, Mover. It's been moving. Wow, okay. So, objectively speaking, this is bullish. I don't know anything about Mover. Alright, so you guys coming in here saying, Jay, Mover's a Ponzi scheme, and the market cap got burned in half, and the proof of stake, and the proof of work, and the blockchain layer 2, layer 3, AI, meme coin, AI coin. I don't know. Alright, I'm not that kind of trader. I don't know. Alright, I don't know what Elon Musk tweeted about this. I don't know. But all I know, okay, is that we are getting a bullish divergence on the weekly, and money flow about to cross to the upside, and we have broken market structure. Alright, we have broken out of this. Alright, that's a bullish break, a massively bullish candle. And we've come up to literally the dollar. This support resistance flip. And so no wonder we're getting a rejection, all right? In fact, we front ran it, which is even more bullish. All right, so weekly time frame to me looks very bullish. So context for me is bullish. Now, what would I love to see here? I would love to see another big dump on this thing. Yeah, I would love to see another big dump. I would love to basically take out this low at least here. And this is the Binance chart. I don't know if we did this on all exchanges, but for me, let's pull a fib. Wow, we already hit that golden pocket. Interesting. Maybe that was our low, huh? But no, can't be. Can't be. Hang on. Okay, so here's what I would like to see, guys. I would like to see us come back to test this zone right here. This is our last support resistance flip. We have these series of highs right here. okay, and our 786. If this thing is going to continue bullishly, this is what I want to see. And this in and of itself is a really good trade setup. And then we could even target a new high. Right? Let's pull some volume here. Oh, man, that's not so great, is it? Well, yeah, we do have a spike in volume here, okay? We have a spike in volume here as well. It's not as much as I would want to see. But, alright, we could force it, alright? We'll force it. It's really not what I would want to see. I don't really see much volume confluence here. But overall, the chart looks bullish to me. The difficult part right now is where would I want to get in on this thing. Now, if the volume was lining up with our fib levels, I would say, you know, $13 is the place. But I mean, the high volume node's coming in at 6775, and we're under value area high. So if we start to come down here, man. Okay. When you want to quit, force it to fit. That's how I do my TA. When you want to quit, force it to fit. So if we pull the fib, if we pull the volume from this zone right here, all right, then we forced the value area high to fit right on our level. So this is definitely an area of interest to me, right around $12, $13 on Mover. All right, I haven't looked at my Bitcoin trade. Let's see. Am I going to be shocked or... Whoa. Well, dang. Well, dang. Well, dang. Would I short right now, Min-K? I would not. Shout out to Beauty with Czar Pash. V-Chain, one of my favorites. Riley O'Brien Powell. Shout out to Riley O'Brien Powell. Win pullback. Man, I don't know. I was expecting it a long time ago, Riley, you know. I've been all over the place. I know we're close to the local golden pocket on this one here. So let's see what happens. That's why I've got my stop under 786. I shouldn't be showing my stops like this, you know. I know you whales out there, you try to stop hunt your boy. Alright. I know how it is, you whales. You Bitcoin whales out there. How's order flow? Let's check out order flow. Move stop loss to entry. Nah, I'm not gonna move it to entry. I'm gonna let it get stopped out. Here's why I'll let it get stopped out. Because I don't want to put my stop loss in a stupid place. For me, under the 786 is where it should go. So look, if I get stopped out, I lose 430 bucks. I've already made 1,024 bucks. So that's like a $600 profit, give or take. Right, $600 profit. That's fine for me for a scalp trade where I was looking for a move like this. I'll take a $600 profit, baby. Plus, I'm already in this long trade over here. I've realized on this thing, I don't even know how much I've realized on this, guys. A lot. I've probably realized, how much Bitcoin is that? I probably realized about half a Bitcoin on this trade. So, and plus I've got these trades open as well. So, I'm in the short trade. There's no reason for me to move the stop loss to the entry on that. I will gladly take a $600 win to keep my stop loss in a nice place, okay? Did I go over Filecoin? I did CryptoPoil one. I did go over Filecoin a little bit. Is the next area for a long around 48K? MoCrypt, I'm personally looking at a few different areas. So first of all, yeah, definitely, you know, I like this area, like the $49,700 area, basically like coming back down to test this zone is looking pretty nice to me. But then I'm looking more at the 47-ish I'm looking more at this area here, to be honest with you. Not saying your level's bad, but this level to me is looking pretty nice. But yeah, 48 looks nice as well. In fact, 48 is pretty nice. Is 48 a golden pocket? The reason why I'm looking at 47.3 is because that's the high volume node. But let's check out your level here. What do we got there? Yeah, nah, I'd rather the 47k area, to be honest with you. But it's definitely a nice area because we have some liquidity that can be taken right here at 48.050. So yeah. Robert Kiyosaki forecasts surge to 100,000 by June 2024. It's the kiss of death. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy. Really? Yo, check it out. Bitcoin, what's it gonna be next? Robert Kiyosaki got the kiss of death. Bitcoin comes going straight up to the sky, then we get it in the eye, and we drop back down to the fly, coming back down to the dome, doing it every day when I'm trading at home. Gotta beat all up in my ears, going really loud, man, got no fears. Here's a story for all of you. A couple days ago, I did what I do. I quit drinking coffee every day. It gave me a headache, lots of pain. I said, this caffeine is doing me bad. All this anticipation making me sad. So I quit the coffee, hopped on the Moffy, got on the treadmill, traded the coffee up. Really? I didn't know Robert Kiyosaki was a a kiss of death like that. Oh, too loud with the beat. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry for the bad mix, guys. I'm not a DJ or a rapper. You ever sipping your coffee? Yeah, guys, so I quit drinking caffeine. What day is today? Monday? Tuesday was my last day drinking caffeine. And I'll be honest with you guys. I feel pretty good today. But the first few days I felt horrible. But I decided it's best if I stop caffeine. And it was pretty intense, honestly. Alright, let's see. How's the trade doing? Uh-oh. Here, let's watch. People say I never show my losses, so I gotta show it. Yo, Bitcoin dumping, let me give the sauces. People say Jake Casper never shows his losses. Well, it's cause I trade with nice tight stops. Ninja entries, profits are locked. Here we go, dump it down really fast. Bitcoin's falling straight into the grass. $100,000 locked in, but we're gonna get stopped out. 600 spin. Here we go, coming back with the freestyle straight off the dome. Haven't done it in a while cause I went away about 12 days down to the beach. Now I'm back to stay. Coming through the car, sit down to play. When I'm chilling on the treadmill just to get paid. Got the trades locked in, giving it a spin. Eating breakfast straight up to the din. Here we go, coming down, getting bounced from the 786. We were chilling in the house, where I'm chilling with my mouse, and I got it on the couch. All my friends say, don't be a slouch. Get up, my man, and hit the gym. Get on the treadmill, give it a spin. Lifting weights all day, what do you say? Straight to the biceps, skip leg day. Uh-oh. We missed it. All right. Yo, Bitcoin dump, Bitcoin going to pump. Got the 786 and we're not in the slump. Now I'm in the red, 300 bucks. Doing it every day, taking losses, oh shucks. When we're chilling at the trade, sitting down every day on the treadmill, trading, trying to get paid. Here we come, this is the last hope, about to get stopped out. Jay Casper's such a dope, cause he took a trade today, getting stopped out, man. What do you say? Getting paid, making the trades, making the change, doing it, trying to make change. Here we go, if I get stopped out, will I smile? No, I might pout, but hey, guess what? It's all good. Got another trade locked in, how we do it up in the hood. Yeah, talking about the country, going outside and it's making me munchy when I'm looking at the fruit, looking at my boot, chilling every day, giving you the scoop. Jay Casper, giving you the trades in advance, making all the profits in spades with my pants. Are they on or are they off? You don't know, cause you only see the top of me. For all you know, I never wear pants. For all you know, I like to play with ants in the ground on the anthill, chilling with my friend Bill. Every day we're looking for the dollar bills, Benjamins raining down on the charts. Tech act like a work of art. All right. Am I about to get stopped out? Yeah. A non-caffeinated freestyle. Bitcoin's dumping in, it's making me shout. My long trade is about to get stopped out. Looking at it makes my smile turn into a pout. Shut the computer and get out. Cause when I lose money, you laugh at me, but it's not funny. Cause gotta do this to pay the bills, but I'm just here for the dopamine thrills. Addicted to the gambling, charts every day, making me feel rambling, trying to get paid, but gambled away all that I had. When I tell my wife, she'll hit me real bad, in the face. Jason, what a disgrace. You took all we had and laid it out in the waste. How could you do this to our family? I married you back then, what about me? Now I'm here and I'm all alone. Bitcoin price dumping, gotta pick up my phone, gotta call my friends, say I'm at the end. Do you have a spare couch? I need a friend, cause my wife kicked me out, now my face is a pout. I gambled away everything, now I'm out. Gotta have a friend to take me in, but now the 786 is bouncing. Where do I begin? Here we go. Got a blue candle of hope. Don't be a dope, I got a little off beat, but I'm walking on my feet, and it's all good. This could be a treat. Got the blue candles pumping straight into the sky. Bitcoin gotta retrace, but now we're gonna fly, baby. Maybe I won't lose the trade. Could go back to my wife, maybe get, can't say that, this is family friendly. Now the beat is coming to an end, mate. Yeah. Here we go, Bitcoin bouncing off the ground, came to the 786. Can you hear the sound of the money? Ka-ching! My phone is gonna ring, my friends hit me up. Yo, Jason, can you bring over some of your profits? It's gonna hit the spot, myth. Doing it every day, chilling with the botanists. Now I don't even know what I'm saying, but it's all good, bro, cause the trades keep paying. I thought I was gonna get stopped out. Came down, now we're gonna bounce out. Going back to an all-time high. Got the blue candles pumping straight in my eyes. Got the profits slumping right into my thighs. Going really hard, got the treadmill in my size. Big shoes on the what? Treadmill stopped. I don't know. Oh man, my treadmill stopped and kicked me off beat. It's all good, guys. I have to get it started again. All right. Enough of this concupiscence. If you don't know what concupiscence means, then y'all don't read your King James Bibles. All right. Let's lower this beat down a bit here. See, this is why I didn't move the stop to the entry, right? Wow, shout out to my man MEXC. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I love all of you guys super chatting. Thank you. I'm humbled and appreciative that you guys give me super chats. It's actually pretty crazy to me. I never thought I'd even have a YouTube channel, so it's weird to get super chats. You guys are awesome. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. All right. All right. Shout out to Solid7. He says, train every day, scoop a pre-workout in the morning, more caffeine during the workday than a scoop before training. What's main gaining? What is main gaining? Like stopping? Yeah, bro. You know, I had to quit the caffeine. It was really messing with my sleep. Shout out to Tom Crown in the chat. Guys, if you are not subscribed to Tom Crown, go subscribe to Tom Crown. Because if not, you're literally burning money and flushing it down the toilet. This dude gives the juice out every single day for free. One of the best in the game. One of the fastest growing YouTube channels in the game. One of the most legit traders. Shows his trades. Alright, he's been calling the bull market since the very bottom of Bitcoin. He's been the only one calling the bull market since the exact bottom every single day on Twitter, not X. Alright, go follow Tom Crown on YouTube. Follow him on Twitter. Go do yourself a favor. My man Tom Crown in the chat. All right. All right. Yeah, caffeine was messing with my sleep. So look, here's the thing. I was only drinking one big cup a day, one big market cipher mug a day. All right. Shout out to Merson. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you. I was drinking one big market cipher cup of coffee a day, right? And what would happen is I would go to sleep, and I would sleep for 4 hours, and then I would wake up, and I couldn't go back to sleep. All right, could not go back to sleep. So it sucked because I would be exhausted, but I couldn't sleep. I was tired, but I couldn't sleep. I thought, there's no way it's the caffeine. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I started doing some reading, some research. Okay, I don't know for certain if it was the caffeine or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but here's the thing. I'm willing to try anything because that whole sleep thing really screwed me up, right? I tweaked my back because I'm still working out, I'm lifting heavy and all this. So like, so far the no caffeine has been really good for me. I've really enjoyed it. I felt like garbage, but today's the first day I feel pretty good. I feel pretty normal. Like I was in the gym today. I was strong, relatively speaking. I just took 2 weeks off the gym. I was strong, I had energy, so I'm going to give this a shot and see what happens, alright? Shout out to my man, TechSide Series. He says, I love JC, how about liquidation heat map 52850? Yeah, 52850, that's a CDW of the high, my man. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Aaron G says it's not the caffeine, it's the bull market. Yeah, bro. Well, you know what's weird is like the reason why I couldn't sleep, I think part of the reason is because once I woke up, I couldn't stop thinking about trading and the charts. But today was the first day in a long time where I went to bed and I woke up, you know, with no alarm, refreshed, having slept a full 8 hours in a long time. So I feel pretty good. Shout out to Divine Hood. Yeah, I need to clip a whole bunch of my raps and maybe make them NFTs. Do I dream about charts? Yeah, I dream about charts. I dream about charts. I dream about pulling fibs. All this kind of stuff. You know? See, this is why, guys, I put the stop loss under here. Right? Because what's the market maker gonna do? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what's the market maker gonna do? Alright, if Tino was here, what would he say? He's gonna get the retail trader to go long. Meanwhile, the market maker's building his shorts to reclaim the vector candles. Then he's gonna bring it to the highs, bring it back to the lows, bring it back to the highs. Alright? So look, you gotta put your stops under where they belong. Otherwise, this trade would have been stopped out. You know? Shout out to Tom Crown. He don't have any chart dreams anymore? He used to? That's weird. Maybe you're not scalping enough, Tom Crown. You know, see, I got PTSD trading the 5 second, I think. I'm just kidding. I mean, no shade on people who actually have PTSD. But scalping the low time frames did something weird to my mind. Yeah, I dream about charts. Tom Crown doesn't dream about charts. Shout out to the real King Solomon. He just said Bitcoin was going to rebound. Y'all need to calm down. Shout out to John Ploney. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He dreams about cascading prices. I always dream about CDWs happening without me. I'll bet you a lot of you guys dream about CDWs happening without you. I always dream about liquidity grabs happening without me. And it's the worst when they do. And I dream about it because it's happened all the time. You wake up, you know, you go to sleep all day. Price is doing this all day. You know, all day. You're waiting for price to take this high that's like right up here. Let's say like we have this high up here, right? We have this high, we drop, and you're waiting for like a retrace back up there, right? And all day, price does nothing, and you go to sleep calm and cool and collected. There's no way we're gonna move that much in my sleep, right? Shout out to Big Butts 28. Big Butts 28. She's making me blush on stream. Oh my goodness. She likes when I freestyle. It gets her excited. Big Butts, let's keep this family friendly up in here, okay? Shout out to my wife, Big Butts 28. I love you, Big Butts. I really do. Right? You go to sleep nice and sound. You wake up, guess what? You check, the first thing you do is you check your phone, and you went to sleep, price is right here, 51,600. You wake up, you look at the price, 51,600. Oof, thank God, 51,600. Then you look at the chart, guess what? It did this in your sleep. Back to where it was. And it happened like literally 20 minutes before you woke up. Just one 20-minute candle. Up, and then all the way back down. You missed it. Right? If only you had woken up a few minutes earlier. If only you hadn't drinking that coffee yesterday. Maybe you would have been able to sleep better. You know what I'm saying? So I always dream about that happening because it does happen. Right? It does happen. All right, Big Butts 28. If you're watching, this trade isn't going so well. So... all right, shout out to my man, David Brumblebow. He says, it's all about Jesus. Thank you for all you do, Jason, keeping it 100% real. Also, shout out to Tom Powell, keeping it real. Tune in daily to see Man Screaming at Candles, Casper, Tom Powell, Tino, No PTSD from FOMO. Shout out to David Brumblebow. God bless you, man, in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. All right. Shout out to Whelp Labs. That's why I long shorted every single dollar. Oh man. Is there bullish divergences now? Let's check out order flow. I haven't looked at order flow this entire stream. Yeah, I mean, maybe we do have some slightly bullish CVD here. Interestingly enough, we had a lot of shorts open at this bottom, and they're still open. So as long as we don't make a lower low, that's bullish. Wow. 29 million shorts at the low? Man, look at that. See, look, that's the thing. See, 29 million people shorted the low. See, if they had been in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, they would have longed the exact bottom like we were. You guys, man, you gotta hop on that. You know, 29 million people, man. Can you imagine if I had 29 million Discord members? That would be insane. All right. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Big Butts 28. All right. Shout out to all of you guys, man. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours. All right. I've got to head out. But God bless all of you in Jesus' name, even if you are not religious. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. It means more to me than you possibly understand. It can be a tough game being a YouTuber. Ask Tom Crown. It's not as easy as it seems, all right? I love all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to be heading out. May the Lord bless you and keep you and shine light upon you and have grace upon you. And may the Lord turn his face towards you and give you wholeness. And I'll see everybody in the next stream. Peace!